Okay, I think we should get started. Hi, everyone, and welcome to the National Alliance's How to Celebrate National Charter Schools Week 2022 webinar. My name is Jennifer Diaz, and I work with the stellar communications and marketing team here at the National Alliance. We're so excited for next week and can't wait to celebrate our schools, students, families, teachers, and leaders with you. Our theme for this year is Charter Schools Rising. Coming off celebrating 30 years of charter schools and still working through the new normal brought on by the pandemic, it's worth noting that our movement is only going up. We are serving more kids with a high quality education, we are listening to parent needs, and we are lifting up our communities. So we are so thankful that next week we can really dive in and celebrate you and your schools and your work. So during our time today, we will talk about the schedule for next week and the resources we have available. And please put questions in the chat as we go. And since we have folks here from all over the country, we'll leave time at the end for you to let us know what you're doing and how we can support your efforts and amplify your efforts, and of course, ask questions. First, let me introduce our lovely panelists that we have today. I am lucky to be part of a team with these ladies. Brittany Baker, our communications coordinator, will talk to us about our Changemaker Award this year. And Melinda Tolliver, our Director of Digital Strategy, will talk to us about our social media and digital plans for next week and resources in our toolkit. But before we dive into all this great stuff, I wanted to briefly mention our schedule of announcements to help frame the week and our conversation today. On Friday, May 6th, so this week, we will send a press release far and wide that will line up all the different announcements we have next week. And then on Monday, May 9th, we will kick off the week with our Changemakers Award, and Brittany's going to tell us more about that in just a minute. And then on Tuesday, May 10th, we will honor our champions for charter schools, and we will hear more about that in just a minute. And then on Wednesday, May 11th, follow along on social media as we embark on a day of advocacy and lifting up our community's voices, including yours. And then on Thursday, May 12th at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, we will host a live virtual celebration event featuring 3 of our changemakers and some other surprises. So be sure and register, and I believe a link will be dropped in the chat shortly. And then on Friday, May 13th, to round us out, use the hashtag CharterLove on social media and amplify all the great stories that we've heard throughout the week. So with that brief note on scheduling, let's just dive into all this great stuff. Brittany, will you tell us about our 2022 Changemakers, please?
Absolutely. Thank you, Jennifer. Hello, everyone. So on Monday, we will announce 10 Changemakers who have made a significant impact at their school and or in their communities. These individuals have excelled in the areas of community service, school leadership, instruction, and advocacy. Stay tuned next week to read their full stories on our website, publiccharters.org. For now, I am going to reveal the states where our honorees reside. So we have Connecticut, Delaware, Louisiana, Massachusetts, Nevada, New Mexico, New York, North Carolina, Tennessee, and Ohio. We will also share press release templates for each state featuring a change maker. Also, in 1 week from tomorrow, on Thursday, May 12th at 4 p.m. Eastern, as Jennifer mentioned at the top of our call, we will celebrate our awardees on Zoom, where you will have the opportunity to hear from a few of them. This week on Friday, May 6th, we will publish a press release breaking down each day and how you can engage with us. In addition to highlighting our change makers, we will also celebrate public officials who have led initiatives to help ensure students nationwide have access to a high quality public education. Next up, we'll have Jennifer, who will tell you about our 2022 Charter Champions.
Awesome. Thank you, Brittany. So yes, moving right along, but we can't wait to share these 10 stories of hope and inspiration next week of our change makers. And again, like Brittany said, if you heard your state mentioned and you want to know more, please reach out and we will be sure to help you. But now, we could not do this work if not for the state and federal policies in place to create and grow charter schools. And we are grateful for the bipartisan support at the state and federal levels. And 2021 and this past legislative session in 2022 were banner years for state legislation to improve and create charter schools. So for our next group of honorees next week on May 10th, we'll be highlighting 10 state lawmakers and 6 federal lawmakers as our 2022 champions for charter schools. And I'll give you the states that they're from. They are from Georgia, Hawaii, Iowa, Kentucky, Louisiana, Michigan, Missouri, New Mexico, New York, Ohio, South Dakota, and Wyoming. And again, if you heard your state and want more information on how you can help honor your state or federal representative, please reach out and we will be thrilled to work with you. And now I'd love to ask Melinda to show and tell us about our digital, social, and press resources for the week. Melinda?
Thanks, Jennifer. Again, this year, we're really thrilled that we can really focus on a digital celebration so everyone across the United States can join in. We'll be using the same hashtags that we've been using in the past. So hashtag Charter Schools Week and hashtag Charter Love. I'm going to walk a little bit through the toolkit just so that you have the tools that you need to celebrate alongside us. So first, if you're on the National Alliance website, that's where you'll start off, or through an email that you receive from us. And it's the Celebrate Charter Schools Week right here. So once you click that, you'll go right into the toolkit page and how to celebrate. So first we have a little intro. You can pull from this in your social language or any language that you use in emails or otherwise. We also jump right into our social media toolkit. First of all, this is just to spread the word about the awesome celebration that we're having and amplify the voices of our communities and students. So we have the social media graphics, the hashtags here for your use, and some social media language that you can use or repurpose to make up your own. So jumping into the social media graphics that we have, here's what our toolkit graphics look like this year. We have coalition graphics for each of our group members and the general graphics for this year. So hopping right in, here's what the Charter Schools Rising one looks like. We have them in rectangle, square, and vertical so that you can celebrate on all your social media channels, really highlighting the theme this year, which is Charter Schools Rising, and the dates to celebrate. We also have our Charter Love graphic. This one in particular, we're really excited to see on Friday, which is our dedicated Charter Love Day again, but you can share it throughout the week. And then just for a preview of the coalition graphics, so very clearly it says who they are in the community: parents, student, alumni, admin, teacher. So be sure to share that with your school network. And then onto our press releases. So here's where you'd find them. Alert your community and the press. So we have, just like every year, our sample media advisory, our op-ed guidelines, and a sample press release. So these are ready to go templates where you can just plug and play and amplify with your networks. So over here, we have the media advisory all set up for you if you are unfamiliar with the setup. And you can also just use some of this and apply to your own template as well. Over here, we have the op-ed guidelines. Op-eds are a great way to put your own spin onto like a media piece and really engage with your community in a way that is very unique to your local story. And then finally, we have the press release template, which just details the celebration, and you can share that with your local media. So that is the overview of the toolkit. You can always sign up to receive announcements and share that with your partners as well. I am going to stop sharing my screen just to talk through a couple other cool things that we have going on. As Jennifer said, we are doing a social media day of action during our advocacy day on Wednesday. We're really thrilled about this. As you guys have hopefully heard from us and others in our community, we're really in a battle right now for our federal funding through the charter schools program. So we really want to make sure that we're raising our voices to defend that and make sure that they know that they need to back off and that our schools are important and they should be supporting all public education. So stay tuned for more. That will be in your inboxes on Wednesday morning of how to participate with hashtag back off. All right, back to Jennifer.
Awesome. Thank you, Melinda. I love those graphics and I can't wait to see them all over social media next week. Before we get to the Q&A portion of our time today, I wanted to mention one other element happening next week that we'd love for you to amplify on social media. It goes with our day of action. On Wednesday, May 11th, we know some parents will be in DC to voice their support for charter schools and to let Congress and President Biden know how they feel about their schools and also about the recent proposed regulations to stifle growth of charter schools, which is what Melinda just mentioned. So follow us on social media with the hashtag back off so you can help amplify those voices in DC. And now let's take some questions. And again, in the chat, please feel free to also let us know what you're doing in your state or in your community and how we can support your efforts. Do we have questions in the chat? Okay. Let's see, I'm looking in the chat. Dropbox, okay, Dropbox. Yes, Tennessee, we will get the information to you. Got it. Could you remind me who to contact about legislators being honored? That would be me, Jennifer at publiccharters.org, and I'd be happy to help you. Perry Lynn asked, hey, Perry Lynn asked about the themes of each day. For sure. Hold on one second. Okay. So on Monday, May 9th, it'll be our Changemaker Day. So we'll be honoring our 10 changemakers from all over the country. On Tuesday, May 10th, we're going to honor our champions for charter schools. So that's all of our lawmakers that are doing the good work in the state houses and in Congress to make sure that we can create and expand charter schools all over the country. On Wednesday, May 11th is our day of action on social media. And then Thursday, May 12th, we invite you to come to our virtual celebration and you can meet 3 of our change makers and we'll have some other surprises as well. And then on Friday, May 13th, of course, on social media, amplify all the great stories that we've put out and we've amplified from you all, of course, throughout the week. Themes in the email? Sure, we can certainly send that around, most definitely. And this webinar will be recorded and posted on our website and emailed to everyone. So you'll have this information in a couple of places. A prompt, how often frequently would you recommend? Oh, Melinda, how often or frequently would you recommend sharing these beautiful graphics?
Yeah, as far as Cadence, we're going to be putting out a lot of content between the 10 change makers and the 16 lawmakers or elected officials, and also all the great things that we have going on. So typical Cadence, we do two Facebook posts a day is typically best practices. LinkedIn is like 1 post a day. Twitter is about like once every 90 minutes is really, you can tweet that many times and your content still doesn't eat into itself. And then Instagram is a similarly high volume. So we'll be using our stories. We'll be using our Instagram post feature, the stories, reels. So we'll be engaging on all our channels and we look forward to engaging with you guys as well. That's a lot of the content that we like to see during the week is user-generated content that we can amplify. And I forgot to mention, we'll also be doing an Instagram Spirit Week again. So be on the lookout for that. We'll be revealing the prompts on our Instagram account a few days before we kick off the week. So soon.
Awesome. Thank you, Melinda. I see a couple of folks have dropped some interesting things they're doing in the chat. Thank you. Thank you. We will be happy to amplify that. So awesome. And again, if you are doing something cool and you want our support to amplify on social media or elsewhere, drop us all an email or drop your email in the chat right now, and we will get back to you, and we'll make sure that we amplify your great efforts as well. I see one more question for the day of action. Oh, good point. So our day of action, we are going to keep it close to all of us here on this call. Let's not publicly announce that just yet. And we'll, again, more information will be given on that morning on how to participate in it. So keep it close to your chest right now. And we will give you more information shortly on that. Thank you so much for that comment. I see emails being dropped. Great, we'll get back to you. Thank you so much. I see lots of thank yous. No, thank you all. We are so excited to celebrate your good work and the work that is happening in your states and your schools. So thank you all so much.
Also wanted to quickly mention, so we'll be doing a recap video at the end of the week, like we've done for the past couple of years. It's probably going to debut the week after. But if you have any great content that you want to share with us, feel free to direct message us on any of the social media channels, and we'll try really hard to make sure everyone is included in this celebration.
Awesome. Okay. I'm seeing, I think I got all the questions. Again, Jennifer at publiccharters.org, Brittany at publiccharters.org, Melinda at publiccharters.org. Please email us, and we are so excited and happy to work with you. If I don't see any other questions. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you. Again, we can't wait to celebrate with you next week. I hope you all are excited to celebrate National Charter Schools Week. And again, we are so excited to lift up the communities, share the stories, and really promote the good work that you all are doing in your states and in your schools. Please let us know how we can help. Thank you so much for your time today, and I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.